Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is your Monday 7:07. Thank you for tuning in. It's always a pleasure speaking to you. And today we're talking about distractions. Most of the things that you want to achieve in life are possible. They're simple, it's possible. But we've got so many other things that try and come into the frame and distract you. So this week we're talking about different distractions that will try and pull you away from where you want to go or what you want to be. I want you to listen in. But more than that, I also want you to do me a favor. Every time you subscribe and follow, people in your circle are able to see these videos. So do me a favor, before you start, click the like and subscribe button so that we can continue sharing this content to the rest of the world. Otherwise, let's get into it. So, one of the funny things that by the successful people are kind of crazy. Yeah, those guys think differently, and I never really understood this until I started trying to force myself to get into spaces I've never been in before. Because when you sit around successful people, there's a way their mind works that's totally different. There's a time I was sitting next to a very wealthy guy and we were working on strategy. And he was very agreeable. So this was my boss, everything that I would say, he'd be like, yeah, that's good. All right, let's do that. And then he said something crazy. He said, success is inevitable. I'm like, what? What did you just say? You know those things that just pop out at you and you're just thinking, okay, wait, what did you say? He said, yeah, success is inevitable. We must succeed. There's no choice. We're going to succeed. And I realized, I know it sounds simple, but where his mind is at is very different from where other people's minds are. Because most people think we're going to do our best and then let's see what happens. Those successful people don't think that. They already envision the past and see it as inevitable. And everything else that you're doing is simply a necessary present for that imperative in the future. So let me explain. One of the biggest distractions that you can have is your present reality. It's a distraction from where you want to go. You are not in the business of being where you are. You're in the business of becoming who you want to be in the future. So, this is where the mouth has the ability to create. I know people, we normally look at it and say, the thing starts in my brain, it starts in my mind. That's where the idea begins. But there are instances where the idea begins with your mouth. Let me explain. When someone doesn't have a job, so you don't know what to do, you're trying to figure out how to get a job, your present reality is that you are jobless, all right? But your vision, your future reality is to have a job. Now, the way you set a vision board is you speak that vision in the future, but you speak it in present tense. So instead of waking up and saying, I don't have a job, you wake up and say, I have a job. If you have a job and you're probably seeking to transition into business, you don't wake up and say, I work at such and such a company. No, you don't do that. You wake up every morning and you say, I am an entrepreneur, I'm running my own business, and it's making $1 million shillings a month. Now, why should you do that? It looks like simple faith. No, there's a science to it. When somebody who has a job wakes up and says that I have a business that earns $1 million shillings a month, the first thing that's going to happen is your brain is going to tell you that this is a lie. Because we both know that today you have a job where you earn, say, 20,000 shillings, and you are supposed to be saying, in the future, I'm going to run a business. But your mouth is saying, no, today I run a business that makes $1 million shillings a month. So your brain cannot envisage a lie. So what your brain will tell you is one of these people is lying. Now, once your brain establishes that, it will seek to correct that lie between those two variables. So every day, when you wake up and say, I am an entrepreneur earning this much, your brain will tell you, no, you're an employee earning this much. And that tension is going to continue for a period. But if you continue to say that I am an entrepreneur earning $1 million shillings, your brain will begin to say, okay, this guy can't be crazy. Why is he saying that this is happening every single day? So we need to correct this other reality. This other reality is the lie. So it begins to correct this lie by beginning to shift your circumstances and your behavior to comport with what your mouth is saying. So every time entrepreneurs are meeting, your brain is going to tell you this is where we are supposed to be. Every time people videos, you're scrolling through videos and you're looking at different things, your brain will tell you, look at these videos on entrepreneurship because this is who we are. When you have an opportunity to study entrepreneurship, your brain will tell you this is what we're supposed to be studying because this is who we are. When you have an opportunity to get into business, your brain will tell you this is what we do because this is who we are. So you'll begin to behave and to surround yourself with entrepreneurs. And as you do that, your reality will begin to shift so that this tension is no longer there. So by virtue of that, what your mouth has actually done is it has created that reality that's in the future. You need to make sure that you're not distracted by your reality right now, because your reality right now is not where you want to be. So your reality is essentially a lie. Forget about where you are right now. Begin to think, speak, and act like where you are going. And before you know it, your circumstances, the law of attraction, your circumstances are going to begin to transform to match that future reality.